Hey Scorpio, what's going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy for the next week or so via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it. I am sorry these readings, are coming out a little late today. It's been interesting. It's been a little bit of an intense, busy couple of days. There's been a lot going on in the astrology. We're kind of feeling it too, just like tension, frustration. It's hard to see the silver lining is what I'm hearing. And not good, bad, right or wrong. There's a lot transitioning right now, right? Pluto just moved into Aquarius. We have 4 planets in retrograde. We're really things are getting shook up because we have an opportunity to kind of like rewrite how our life is moving. And some of it's like karma, like learning lessons and all that unfun stuff. But bottom line is it's really challenging us to trust ourselves, trust our instincts, trust our intuition, and kind of like weed out some of the BS, right? Weed out the things that really aren't serving us or kind of just like dragging us down, etc. As I'm recording this, we have a new moon in Leo. We just entered Leo season, and new moons really help us set new intentions or rewrite intentions that aren't really working in the way that we had hoped. This is an interesting new moon because we're feeling empowered. We're feeling like justified in ourselves and who we are and what we want. But the way things are playing out might look a little bit different than anticipated. And we really have to make sure that we're being practical, like in how we want things to move, or what people's situations responses may be, making sure that we kind of have all of our bases covered, that type of vibe. That's also why I like to start the readings off with an energy cleansing. Just set the tone, set the vibe, cleanse out some of those spaces that we're feeling limited and blocked. It's a really good time to set your own intention as well, Scorpio, especially if you have come in with something on your heart, on your mind, something you would like Spirit to deliver messages to you around. Definitely give that over. Be open to receive. It's a really great way to personalize these collective readings. I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing and wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your specific situation, how it's faring, where it's headed, or if you are interested in more of a realignment of self, your mind, body, soul, I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When we are aligned, when we know who we are, what we want in our life, it makes it way easier to like manifest success, happiness, abundance, etc. And we all deserve that, right? I would love to support and help in whatever way possible. Definitely hit me up if you're interested. All the info to get into contact with me is in the description box below. All right, Scorpio, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being so that we may see and understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love. Amen. All right, Scorpio. So your energy does feel a little bit heavy walking into this week. You have a lot. You have a lot on your plate. You feel burdened. It's not, I don't know if it's end of the world stuff. It just feels like things that keep accumulating. Like you can never get a break. That's what I'm hearing. Like you just kind of want to be able to relax, enjoy, not have to do stuff all the time. Or maybe you need a vacation. Maybe you need time to just kind of settle your energy. But you are in a growth period, and it's not about like your personal growth. Yes, that goes hand in hand. But this is about like you're actually kind of expanding your horizons with this Sagittarian energy. You're connecting with more prosperity or things that will bring you more stability. And so it is gonna be busy for a minute. This is requiring you to just take better care of yourself. Like, wellness, self-care is the best foundation we can set for ourselves. It's actually really amazing how when we take care of ourselves, eat well, good daily routine, do some meditation, mindfulness practices, etc., how great that works out for us. Like, I know that sounds overly simplistic, but it's this value of like, it builds a foundation where we can connect with, where we can achieve our goals, connect with our desires, etc. Unfortunately, you are kind of just in a time where it is requiring the work. And we all are to some capacity. We have 4 planets in retrograde right now. There is, like, the outer planets, it is more about our evolutionary growth. There's also this harmonious trine, it's called a magic triangle, in the astrology that will be there through 2026. And it's helping us feel optimistic about doing the hard work, right? Like, Saturn forces us to do it, right? To just get very down and dirty. Maybe that's not the right way to say it, but not afraid to get our hands dirty. That's what I was, and not in a negative way, please. But in this value of, because that in and of itself will yield benefit, results, success. And I think what's challenging for you right now, it's bringing up a lot, right? It's bringing up a lot of emotion, places that you're being forced to change, places that you have to work out difficult issues that are even uncomfortable at times. You want to move through things mindfully, and it's not so easy because there are a lot of things that are attached to this. And you kind of need your autonomy is basically what this is showing. Like, people, situations who are offering, you have a lot of offers coming in, 3 of Cups, Knight of Swords, someone, something, making plans, taking action, etc. But like I said, it's like I'm hearing like you want to maintain your autonomy because I feel like it's important for you to listen to yourself. There are a lot of moving pieces, right? There's a lot of moving pieces where it's, again, bringing up a lot of feels. The water element has kind of been heightened, like here and there. It's actually vacillating between water and fire. So the emotions can definitely fuel that fire. That's the silver lining when we allow that to happen, but it can also go in the opposite direction. The nice thing about Leo energy is it really puts pride within ourselves. So you, as the 9 of Pentacles, this is reminding you, you're doing this already, but it's saying to continue to remind yourself of like your strengths, what you bring to the table, like who you are, because I feel like that's going to help you not shortchange yourself. And that's what you're worried about. Like, it looks like you're embarking on something with complete, not naivete, but like blissful ignorance is maybe like, that's not right either, because you're being intentional. You're being intentional, but you're taking a road that you haven't really gone down before. You're starting something new. You're trying something new. And other people have an agenda, like this is what they want from you. But like I said, you're trying to really sniff things out. And again, that's where all the moving pieces come into play. That's why it feels really heavy. And I think that some of this is actually people that you like, that you connect with, where there are some hard decisions that you need to make. But it's coming from that place of necessity versus you trying to do something to someone personally, right? I don't necessarily get that vibe. But it is going to be hard because there's a lot of, I don't know, it feels, I'm picking up a lot of different energies. I'm picking up a lot of different opinions. And what I like, what I keep struggling to say this whole reading, Scorpio, is like you're protecting yourself. I think this is really beautiful. And I think this is really hard for you to do. You are a water sign, right? You do connect with people. You do understand and empathize. These are people, situations that you care about, that sometimes it is hard to make decisions that work in your favor, right? And it's not about like you being self-sacrificial. It's just, again, there's more that goes into this that's really hard for you to kind of separate yourself from other people, other dynamics, their wants and their desires. But it's important for you to do so because it's the desires of your heart. And that's where we keep coming back to. This Scorpio energy, death card, double confirmation, Pluto in Aquarius, right? Pluto in retrograde right now. There's so many things. Change is not easy. And for some reason, we're all struggling with it right now because it does require this level of naivete. Maybe that's the word I was looking for earlier. Page of Wands, the Fool. It's about not getting too comfortable. And as human beings, our brain is even wired to pursue comfort, right? So when change is afoot, it never feels fun. And this isn't like, it's a different type of change because it's change that Venus and Mars tensely aspected. It's change that's requiring us, like I said, to put ourselves first versus other people, relationships, dynamics, in a way for our own grounding, our own support. Because Venus is in Gemini right now. And so we're seeing duality. We're being challenged. The duality is challenging us to really say, okay, well, is this stabilizing for me, or is this something that I really need to look at? Maybe this is a little bit better. Cultivate strength, the Moon card. Is this something that I need to cultivate a little bit more strength for so I can expand and connect with my abundance, right? Abundance meaning more stability, more success. The Mars is in Virgo. Virgo energy is all about that healthy, balanced lifestyle routine that brings us success. And Mars energy is so quick. It like wants to be on to the next thing already. And Scorpio, you have a little bit of Mars energy in you. And that's that value of like being able to temper that. But again, this is not easy. It's not easy not because of you. It's not easy because of other people and situations that you're dealing with. People that are trying to push their own agenda forward, not good, bad, right, or wrong. I love this. Claim your power. Libra got the same card as well to close out. You could have Libra placements or be dealing with a Libra, but it's very important right now, or it's very appropriate. Sacred boundaries. I love this. I think this is also very important for you this week, Scorpio. Knowing yourself, knowing your boundaries, claiming your power as like, actually those two go hand in hand is what I was getting at. Setting your boundaries and actually sticking to them is where your power is going to be, because again, people are poking, picking, pushing the buttons, however it fares, and you're just not into that. It's like, not only do you not want to dump energy into that, you don't want it to go that way, right? Because I'm kind of seeing you as like trying to almost like create this bubble around yourself, you know, where you can have time and space to think, to evaluate, to really sift through what feels right. And I think that's such a huge component right now to what we're choosing moving forward, specifically Saturn and Neptune in Aries in retrograde on top of each other. They're really challenging us to trust ourselves, to trust our instincts. And our emotions are one of the best guidance systems. When we're feeling all over the place or it just is depleting our energy, that's a telltale sign that like something's amiss, you know, and needs to be looked at. And when we set those boundaries, from those things, it's actually amazing how much of your power not only do you get back, but how empowered you feel as a result of it to actually like claim what you want, right? To actually say like, you know what, this is my desire. Even if it's not yours, this is what I'm going to do for me. So Godspeed, Scorpio. Thank you so much for your time, energy, always. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope you found messages that resonated for you here. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I love to hear, or just say, hey, share in a little love, little TLC. I so appreciate all the love, all the support to the channel. No, I'm sending it back your way.